Hi guys, and welcome back to episode 70 of the Raid series. Now this is going to be the final episode with raids in it. There'll be one more video to tie up the whole raid series where I'm going to talk about all the quests we got done, how many raids we did, talking about some of the things we did and what could have done different, talking about some of the editing stuff that I did during it and what I would like to improve on in the next season and all that kind of stuff. So there's going to be another video after that. I'd love all your feedback about the whole raid series to go in that next video. Particularly the people that have been watching it through the whole way through. That next season will be starting with the next wipe. But we're on this episode. If I'm not mistaken, it should be Anton as the special guest. And what we're going to be doing is going reserve. The pre-wipe event has started. It's actually really cool that the last one would be during a pre-wipe event. I thought it'd be cool. So we'll be going reserve and have some fun with that. So I'll let these guys talk. So Anton, how you going, mate?
Going good. What's up?
Oh, just playing Tarkov, watching Tarkov today. I filmed this one this morning actually, so did all the editing today and got it all ready to go, so we could sit here and talk it away.
Nice. Looks like you're using an M4? Or no, that's an ADA.
ADA, yep. So I'm meant to be going in like with all the the sweatiest gear I've got, but I guess I'm at that point now where I just get lazy a little bit. But with the raid series, I've been trying to teach people as much as I can about like the play style that I play and how I do everything and why I do everything, most importantly. So it's been a fun playthrough, and this was the last episode, and you're a part of it.
Okay, I have a question. Why are you using that red dot?
So I killed someone with this gun.
Oh, okay.
I take off that side anyway.
Oh, you took it off. Okay, good. I hate that red dot.
I used to love it when it was invisible.
Oh, the laser, yeah.
When the laser was invisible, I used to love it. I ensure with therapist on this account purely for the fact that sometimes I don't log into the account for up to a week. So therapist lasts a week now, so it's nice to have.
Oh, I was just too proper.
Yeah. But you log in every day.
Yeah.
Do you have any usual strategies you do on reserve, or you just go in to mess about, or?
Reserve, I feel like you gotta bring a scope.
Yep.
You gotta bring a scope. Unless you're trying to farm scav boss or something, but I mainly just snipe on that map. DMR, bolt. But it's nice to have full auto too. You don't want to go too sniper because there's a lot of buildings and you'll get screwed over.
I used to use the Remington M700 all the time on this map. It was my go-to gun for so long.
Yeah.
But I feel like reserve is kind of just still a little bit lost for me. Like, I don't really understand the purpose of going there besides making money. Or messing about.
I kind of feel it. I feel like there's almost too many buildings on that map. It's sometimes hard to find people, is it not?
Or the action is all over within the first 5 to 10 minutes, and you're spending the rest of the time just like nothing to do.
Yeah, it plays out weird.
You catch the train very much in the map?
Oh, maybe 1 out of 10 raids. I was just paracord.
Yeah, I pretty much never catch the train.
Yeah, paracorder. If I don't paracord, it means I forgot paracord on accident. It was a mistake.
The last time I caught the train was on the Twitch Rivals event, and before that, I wouldn't even be able to tell you when.
Yeah, maybe as a scav. I don't know. Sometimes I do it for fun, but.
Well, my idea, and I don't want to ruin what happens in this episode, but my idea was if I could survive without dying, I would just do a whole raid and take the train out. But I won't say what happens. I'll save it so, you know, to see what happens. But the idea I had behind this raid was, you know, if I could get through 45 minutes, I'd, you know, take the train out.
Nice.
I
wish the train moved with you. I think that would be cool.
As in, like, it was driving away and you could shoot from it.
Yeah, yeah.
I wonder why they didn't do that.
I think because it's hard to code people walking on a moving object. How many games like have that?
Yeah.
You can't walk on something moving really.
True. I'm just trying to think of any games that... The last game I know that does it really well is probably like... Battlefield? Maybe... Battlefield 2142? And the moving blimp thing?
I didn't play that.
Oh, I love that game. So this strategy I've got here, I got from Dr. Lupo, actually. He likes when he gets to spawn around here, he just charges up to the dome.
Yeah, I do the same thing. Because the guy who spawns up there probably isn't set up yet. He's like setting up right now as you're running up to him.
and they loot those 2 buildings, or they get on the gun. You know, they mingle about way too much up here. So that was the strategy that I took from Dr. Lupo that I've actually used a fair bit now.
Hear these guys. Do you have contacts on?
I do, yep. Swordens, I think.
Gotta wear contacts.
Saw the blood on the wall there. I was like, well, I'll take those 2.
Oh, you got the guy inside?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I didn't even notice.
Yeah, so I could see the blood on the back wall. I was like, well, that'll do. I was trying to figure out what the fuck this guy was doing with this gun.
What the heck?
This is like an Anton gun.
I don't know about the Bravo. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an interesting gun. That was good, though. And you would have never been able to do that without a scope.
Correct.
You just wouldn't have been able to see that guy.
I would have pushed him. If I had like a Pico 6 or something, I would have just pushed him hard. And then you get this DVL. The monstrosities I'm getting.
Oh, no.
The one thing about reserve I always find is like I'm always trying to listen out to where all the noises are coming from and that. So you'll hear in that shot there, I moved, decided to move around the edge of the map and try and come around it. But reserve's one of those tricky maps. It's just so many angles.
Yeah, and you got the rain, so you can't even see that.
Yeah, you take in the long range scope and then you get filled up with fog. Have you been taking part of the event much? The new, the
Yeah, it's been fun. I mean, we had nothing to really do before the event, so I'm happy with it.
Yep. They just
But,
literally just announced that it's unlimited money and shit now. So
Yeah, that part I don't like. And then I think after the money thing, they take away the traders. That's what they did last time.
yeah. When do you reckon the wipe will be?
4 days
4 days? As in from the announcement, or 4 days from today?
From today.
That's Sunday?
Maybe 5. Monday. It'll be out Monday.
Yeah.
Chat
Nikita,
doesn't believe me.
Nikita will be on Saturday. Are you streaming right now?
No.
I'm just saying that like everyone doesn't. No one believes it's gonna be super soon. Whenever they have this event, it's always within.
Yeah. I guess we'll have to wait and see. I don't know. I don't have any inside information, but
Maybe you would have inside information if we weren't on YouTube right now, Pest.
potentially. I'll blink twice to you on camera, and you
Okay.
blink once back, and
Well.
you'll get the day that I'm talking about. And purely what I'm doing here is just clearing the edge of the map, because you know how they spawn all along the edges. It's just one of those things. It's like every time I go straight into the buildings, I get just smacked, and I'm just like, I'm so sick of that shit.
Yeah, and they're really hard to hear people inside of. It's hard to hear people in those buildings.
My fear actually was there's going to be someone with a thermal somewhere, but it's not overly common at the moment.
No, I don't think people like aiming with 30 FPS. Because whenever you use a thermal, it gives you 30 FPS because it's a camera and it's really hard to aim. And it takes the fun out of shooting.
Which maps have you been doing with the pre-op event? Are you setting any challenges for yourself or just memeing?
Just trying to get kills. I'm playing Factory a lot.
Yeah. They're paid actors. Do you actually think people stream snipe you to do stupid shit?
If they do, I normally know. I have a good eye for stream snipe. People normally just come to say hi. But
You still have the water boy?
yes.
That's one of your mods, isn't it?
Yeah.
How often
Used
does
to
he?
not be a month.
How often does he come up here?
Whenever. He tries to not be annoying. He asked me if I thought it was annoying. He doesn't want to be intrusive. Sometimes I get mad at him. He's gotten me killed a couple times.
Your very own Wadu Heck.
No, I don't think he's a serious. You just play the game 8 hours a day, and that's so eat. Out of those 8 hours, one thing funny.
Yeah, I think a lot of people get that. It's like you watch like a highlights reel of like different streamers, and you see these awesome plays, and it's like between those streamers, there's probably like 500 hours of footage to get those 10 clips.
Tarkov's a hard game to be consistent in. It's very
Yeah. I actually had this idea when I was doing this raid. I'm like, what if I did a full lap of the map? Because at the end, so just to explain it, when I finish my raids, my cousin who does the edits for these, he does a map of where I went throughout the map. And I was like, what if I do like a full lap and I'll do like a big square of the map just to get it like on an end screen. But
You're like, Frankie, you got the map, bro.
yeah. He did a lot of DayZ, didn't he?
Yeah, I love
Did he do Rust as well?
a couple of videos.
I've been playing a little bit of Rust off the stream.
Star Citizen.
Yeah.
I love that game, but I get why people hate it.
There's a lot of people getting involved in it at the moment because it's free.
Yep.
The seriousness of me, I'm like, where are they? After those first shots, that, like when I was up on top of the hill and I could hear them down at the big 5-story building, I didn't hear a single shot, and I'm like, all right, no one's doing anything.
It's a hard map to find.
Don't worry, we find people.
I mean, like, customs, if I hear a shot, I know exactly where it is. On this map, if I hear a shot, it's like, it could be that building, and if it is that building, there's 6 floors and a basement and a roof. It's very hard to find people. I kind of think there's too many buildings. They should have made them smaller.
Oh, the flop.
That gun just shoots so quick, too. It just zaps you.
Yep.
What ammo are you using?
995.
Yeah.
I did a lab run with a TX15 and just a 60 round 995 mag. It was so much fun. Because you just single tap and you purely just go over headshots.
It's so low flash damage, too, that it's almost better to use low. I don't know if you've had any 10-hit moments with M995, but it...
Oh, yep. I feel like it ricochets higher. Like it has like a random higher ricochet chance. But I've been informed from like No Food After Midnight or someone that it definitely there's no different variable for ammunition for ricochet. It's just purely based off helmet and angle of the shot.
It's just like all low flash damage ammo for me, feels like. All the high AP, low flash. Are there sandbags on the roof? What am I
Whereabouts?
seeing?
In the
On
front.
metal. Why have I never noticed that?
Oh yeah. On top of the
My
roof.
map has that. I've never noticed that.
Probably because you just run past it normally.
Yeah.
I was actually expecting that, like, you know when you're not ADS and you just look around, I was actually expecting just to see some sort of movement in there. But these guys, I don't know. I saw the door open just there, I think. You see that little glimpse. It took me a little bit longer to realise. This is where I felt like these guys were paid actors. How stupid they were. Like, I think you can just tell he's like going prone here and like crawling up with his bag is like overexposed. Cracked myself up. They had no idea where I was shooting from. That's the beauty of a one-shot headshot too. What's going to be your go-to gun for the start of the war?
I want to figure out a way to get Val earlier. Because I think...
Piss people off.
What level is SP5 for to get the ammo on proper?
Proper 2?
2? Yeah. It's $100 a shot. I mean... It's just like, you don't have access to BS, M995 to level 4 traders. So I use a lot of 7.62.
Fuck.
Oh,
you serious?
No.
Camp in that corner?
I don't even know. I wouldn't. That's not even your fault. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, in hindsight, I think we should zoom back. Yeah, yeah. You can actually see him. Holy shit, how far back did I go? Normally I don't go this far back. Normally it's about 15 seconds, but...
Maybe you can see him in the under window?
Maybe. Maybe he saw him when he did the edit.
mean, you just have no info there, and like...
Well, I only ever saw 2 on the balcony.
Right, you saw 2 on the roof, and like, what was the other guy? Was he even with them? Most likely, but...
But then of all places to sit, how does he know I'm going to go through that door? Which, you know...
Right, he's not even in a good spot.
You'll just see him as I come through.
Yeah, this is...
Fuck. You serious?
It's...
Camp in that corner?
I'm sure now you check every corner, but...
You can't. It's impossible.
I know, you'll forget. And you always forget when there's a guy there. When there's not a guy there, you always check.
It's like why Shroud's so good at games like CS and PUBG and all that. He goes into a room and he checks every single corner.
I've been trying to do that more. It's actually been helping. It does help.
It's just one of those things I just do not want to commit that much of my life to checking corners.
I agree. It's too much work.
Like, imagine trying to do interchange. You'd have a sore wrist after the first map. Like, there's just too many angles.
Yeah.
So I decided I'm going to use something special for this. I think this is the very first raid in the whole raid series where I use a thermal sight.
Fleer or Reap?
Reap.
Which one do you like more?
Probably the Reaper, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree. I think on like a Bolt, like if you had a suppressed DVL and you were going reserve and wanted to use a thermal, the Fleer's better.
Yeah, agreed. I suppose the issue I find is it's too big a jump between zooms, and you can't really like use the zoomed in one is literally just for sniping. I can't really use it for anything else but that.
Yeah, and the thermal's not as potent either.
Yeah, I don't really get flack for it too much, but I kind of feel like the thermals should be OP. Like they should be really good. The amount they nerfed the range on the Reaper just upsets me because it's like would be able to see 300-400 meters no problem.
Yeah, right now it's a little too short. It looks weird when you use it.
I think it's 200 meters exactly.
I mean, no one uses them. You never see them, and you play the game every day.
Yeah. Either that or I just die to them, because, you know, maybe that's the only way I die. Nah. It's still not easy to hit a target at long range.
No,
it's all about...
in fact, no. I know when people have a thermal. I know when people have a thermal. They can see you through bushes, but they have terrible...
And on top of that, when you get killed by a thermal, you know you've been killed by a thermal because they shoot you, and then they keep shooting you, and they keep shooting you because they don't know if you're actually dead or you're just pretending to be laying down. Like,
yeah, that's a big problem.
Can't identify your target.
You've already died, and you can still hear on the kill screen the bullets shooting.
How many hackers have you been running into lately?
So I haven't played Tarkov besides these raid episodes. I streamed for 2 hours on Sunday, and I didn't play on Saturday or Friday. I think I've played like 2 hours in the last week. So The last episode was on customs, and I had 2 deaths that were very suspicious. Let's put it that way. Out of 4 raids, which was nuts. But besides that, like, I don't really run into anything that I would be like overly sus about too often.
Yeah, no. I think it's gotten better, but I've been like editing YouTube videos and stuff, or like just watching clips, and I'll watch like a good fight, and I'll be like, yeah, that's how that works, and then it'll remind me of a fight where a guy just instant headshot me, and I'm like, like replaying your footage really kind of, I don't know, made me sus about Tarkov, honestly.
Sometimes I remember just a couple instances that go to my memory. It's like one where I'm like walking along and I'm like trying to see where, like, you know, just normal play footage, and then you just see this speed hacker like zooming up to me and then just shooting me, but like he did it so quickly.
The demons, bro.
That like it was over like 7 frames from like 100 meters away to in my face. And I'm like, where did he come from? And then I had to watch the replay to see it. So when you get the footage on stuff like that, it's you know. But to be honest, I kind of miss the ban list, like the shaming of them.
Yeah, I did too.
Because there would always be like YouTube videos where I've like got weird deaths and that, and there'll be funny deaths or whatever, and then it'd be like, people like a month or 2 later when a ban list comes out, I get these comments on old videos, like, hey, that was a hacker.
Yeah.
This is that whole I don't know thing. I don't even think that was a person, to be honest.
Damn. That guy would have been pretty hard to see without that.
Yeah.
And this weather is perfect for the thing.
The SA-58 is probably the best gun in the game, in my opinion.
Agreed.
It's a little bit expensive to run, but it's not too expensive. But the damage per second is just insane.
And you can snipe with it.
Yep.
The Val's the only thing kind of comparable, but you can't really snipe with it.
The Val's just pure rate of fire. It's just the devastating factor. Do you think the founding raid flea market's gonna be a big difference?
We'll have to see, bro. We'll have to see. Because people always find a way. They always find a way. Like, how many times Battlestate tried to nerf something and then it just doesn't work? I don't know.
I think leveling progression will be a lot slower for the majority of the players. But I think item values are going to be higher. So, for example, like, every single item will have a lot more value, from barter items that are needed for the hideout to guns to everything.
I almost wish there was no flea market, but I think it's too late for that.
Did you ever play World of Warcraft?
No.
So with World of Warcraft, the issue that World of Warcraft ran into, it became too casual friendly, and that's why everyone was really excited to go back to Classic, because it was actually a grind and it was hard work. I don't know where that guy came out of nowhere. But the fact that if you make everything too easy, the game just becomes, I don't want to say the word boring, but it's not exciting. I suppose it'd be boring.
No, it doesn't feel like there's as much progress.
Yep.
I just wish some guns were like actually rare.
It doesn't even have to be guns, man. It could just be a key or sights or something. Something that is just a real pain to find, and if you find one, you're like, holy shit, I found one.
I think a rare sniper would be cool. Like a loot only 338.
Yeah.
Make it random spawn and not... You'd have to make it not a static spawn, you know what I mean? And just make it
weapon
completely
crate.
random. Weapon crate, that'd be good.
With like a 0.00001% chance. So
yeah, something like that.
a million searches to find one. So like for you to find one, it's nearly impossible, but for the player base to find one, it's actually possible.
Right.
But yeah, any sort of like rare loot that like that would just make that, holy shit, I just found that. Or,
yeah, and it'd be an end game if you don't have, if you're like level 60, there's always something to make it fun.
It's like in I play a little bit of Path of Exile on my downtime, and by the way, I heard some shots, and I'm trying to figure out where those shots were. So I'm heading this way. But in Path of Exile, there's an item called the Mirror, and it copies another item in the game. But it's for a person to find it, it's nearly impossible. Like, it's one of those items that nearly no one ever finds, but when they do find them, they're worth heaps. And I think Tarkov just needs some items like that.
Yeah.
Are you just going to meme about after the wipe happens, or you're not one to focus on your tasks at all?
No,
Yeah.
I started doing tasks this patch.
Yep.
I did all of them. This was like the first time I got the cap.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I found quest fun this patch. I'll probably take it serious. I kind of want to like really get ahead just to stomp people. That sounds fun. Like I wanna get good armor like day one. Because the beginning of the wipe, if you start day one, is like all about momentum. You gotta get good armor at the beginning and then just keep piling. You gotta kill all the noobs who don't have armor. And if you don't have armor, you're gonna die to the one guy who has armor.
Yep.
And then keep it going.
Yeah. Pretty much Ragman level 2 is just like godly.
I
Day one.
want to get Peacekeeper too, but okay. I'll trust you,
banter?
Pestily. I'll trust you.
Think of it like this,
Yeah,
right?
I just
Ragman level
unguard.
2, you get the Kiver with face shield, level 3 helmet with level 3 face shield, and I like the 6v23 armor. It's a class 3 armor with a chest and stomach protection with good repair. It repairs really well. So getting level 15 and you've got access to them, unless someone shoots with the Mosin, you are not dropping. Not very quickly, at least.
Do you have to do any other quests?
You have to do no quest at all just be level 15. And spend 1 million rubles with Fragman. So, anyone watching this video, you've got my strategy. Get to 15.
I didn't know it was 15. I thought it was harder, but I'm gonna do that. Thank you, Pest.
And then, yeah. And then you got Ragman level 2, so that's where you get all your interchange quests and stuff too.
And interchange, you can get hideout stuff.
Yep. I'm excited, man. These days off that I'm taking have actually been really good for me. I've got a lot done. The YouTube's actually got a lot of really cool stuff happening with it, and R&R's nice too. Went for a big walk today. Got some ice cream. Had my first ice cream in about 2.5 months.
Did you get your dinner you wanted?
My dinner.
I heard you saying that you wanted to go to a restaurant.
No, the restaurants aren't open yet.
Oh, okay.
The first, and that's Monday. So if the wipe happens on Tuesday, I'm going out for dinner on Monday.
I just thought that was funny. It made me want to go to a restaurant too. Sounds nice.
Just a nice juicy steak. Oh, moist steak. Medium rare.
Yep.
Steaks aren't overly common in the Netherlands either. Like you wouldn't go to the grocery store. There, I don't even really know where butchers are in the Netherlands.
Really?
Not common either.
In like Japan, meat is kind of like people just eat less meat there.
It's mostly fish, isn't it? Okay.
I think so, but just the serving sizes are different. Like, it seems like countries that aren't America. I mean, you come from Australia, but other countries don't seem to eat as much. I know that's like a stereotype of Americans to be fat, but I think it's actually kind of true.
No, Australians are fat too. Don't worry.
Australia is kind of like America, I think, in a way.
There's definitely some influence there. I can tell you that.
It's definitely some funny people, some character.
I don't know what it is
Australia.
with me and this road.
I wouldn't be on this road. You told me to critique this. I would never go on this road in my life.
Every time I walk
Got
down
that
it, though,
guy.
a player comes along.
You don't have a flashlight. Do you ever use a flashlight?
Nah. I wanted to come up behind him. I swear they're trying to troll me here. Well, do you use a flashlight often?
I can't play a raid without one, especially on this map. I know not many people use them. I don't know if I have bad eyes. I even have a really bright monitor, but I love a flashlight. It just helps me react quicker to people.
Just blinding him in the face.
Yeah, your game looks brighter than mine, though. I don't know what your shadow settings are on, but...
It's not very high. Maybe like 20 brightness.
What do you think of the matting post effects?
I'm for it. Just so then they can have an equal playing field across all the player base, and someone can't be like, oh, but who's using reshade and it's like Fortnite and
True.
You know. To me, dude, like my settings are barely off 0. It's just a little bit of. Some of them remove the fog a little bit, in my opinion. So those ones are cranked a bit. The rest of them are barely changed. I love the colorblind settings and that for people that are colorblind.
I turned them on. I didn't even notice them. Where do they have, like, on the menu?
It's in the post effects thing, but how they work is like they'll make it so all the blues turn into like greens or
On the map? Like, in the map?
yeah,
Really?
yeah. So for people that can't see certain colors, I don't know the exact way it works. So there's one that makes yellows turn into greens and stuff like that. But it's really good. The next one I think they're going to do is more accessibility for people with like either less hands or less fingers. So,
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people play Tarkov. Like, that have disabilities and have to use special controllers and stuff.
this guy's trolling the shit out of me, man.
This map's just hard to kill people on, bro. Like, think of this as dorms. Like, would a firefight really be this hard in on customs? Like, if you were on customs dorms, you guys would have ran into each other a long time.
Yeah.
Something about these buildings, it takes forever to actually fight the kid.
I'm hoping when Steam Audio comes in, there is actually a solid, like, vertical audio kick in. So where like I could be like, oh, he's on the floor below me. Like, I don't need to know exactly what fucking shoes he's wearing, but just a muffled sound of like a quieter, muffled sound of someone walking in the floor below me or running on the floor below me would just be nice to know, you know?
Yeah.
But right now it's like dead silent or they're in your face.
Yep. I think the audio on these buildings are different than the other ones. The older buildings. Imagine Streets of Tarkov without Steam audio.
It'd be nuts, man.
You'd be 50 floors up and he sounds like he's in front of you.
I wonder how that's all going to work. Okay, prediction on Streets of Tarkov. Mine is December at the earliest.
It was supposed to be June, was it not?
No.
No, I thought it was. I swear, Battle State, like, I can't understand them sometimes.
I don't want to bash
No
on
offense.
Battlestate, but they said
Me neither.
once Unity 2018 is in, we should be able to put out a map every
Yep.
like 1 to
Yep.
3 months.
Yep, they said like 3 maps a year.
Yep. And I was like, oh, that sounds really sweet. And our last map was in October,
Yep.
and that was with Unity 2018.
I mean, 1 map a year is not enough.
Well, there's
2
3
maps.
maps to go.
Well, you say that, but what about the maps that they just put on the script? Like, we never knew we were getting labs or reserve. It was never like locked on there. They just put it in one day.
So the 3 maps that are coming are Lighthouse, Terminal, and Streets of Tarkov. They're the last 3.
There's nothing else.
Nothing else. So Terminal is where you escape from Tarkov. The actual escape will happen at Terminal. And Lighthouse is meant to have a scav boss that's like a sniper that will shoot your limbs off before they kill you.
Typical scav.
And
I think that's already in the game.
yeah.
I want suburbs. They haven't talked about that much.
I think that's going to be incorporated in the streets of Tarkov.
Oh.
So that map will just be like there'll be streets of Tarkov, and then you'll go to the perimeter of the streets, and there will be the suburbs. I ran around this map a lot in this raid.
Did you see a guy on the hill?
Don't believe so, no.
Thought I saw something.
I'll look up there again.
Maybe not. I don't know. It wasn't there that time. Yo, YouTube viewers, replay it. Post a comment. Like the video.
I've actually started doing a little bit of research on that. And if anyone's watching from Anton's channel, you should like Anton's videos, because I did a video not too long ago. I'll let this play out.
These are hits on land, by the way. Whoa! I like it. I like it.
Yeah. Well, they're never going to find you there. So I did a video a little while ago, and I said, and it wasn't anything of a special video. It was just a video that was, you know, just like a normal video. And I said, if we hit 3,000 likes, I'll give away. No, first 3,000 likes get a free copy of Tarkov Prime, and then, and the video got like 3,000 likes within the first like 2 hours, and the video got like 100,000 views. I'm like, whoa, that's nuts. So then I posted another video like a week later and said, if we get 10,000 likes, I'll hand deliver a copy of Tarkov Prime. And we hit 10,000 likes. And the video got like 140,000 views. And I was like, this is nuts. Does it really make that big of a difference? And then like I just let the other videos play like normal, and no word of lie, like they just, not bad viewership, but it's like anywhere between like 40 and 70,000. Like it makes a big difference. Just in how much YouTube pushes it out. And so I've actually started saying to people, I'm like, you don't have to like just my videos. Any video you like from any content creator, you should like them. It doesn't cost you anything. It takes a second to do, not even a second.
It's like a fraction of the viewers that like the video.
Yeah, and for discoverability, it really pushes them out. So if you're watching and you've got this far into the video, just take note of that. Like, you don't even have to like my videos, but just any video you enjoy. It does make a big difference to helping people out.
And if you're the guy who hates us telling you to like the video, you should like the video.
Just a bit of like YouTube algorithm research that I did.
Yeah, I've noticed that too.
Do you watch Streamers Reloaded?
No, I don't.
Okay. He gave me the idea to do it, because he did it purely as a test. I was like, that's actually not a bad idea. I want to test this out for myself. I reckon that these maps need to have more scavs.
Shoreline needs more scabs.
All maps need more scavs.
Well, they used to have more, and then I think when they were doing like some stutter fixes and stuff, they removed the amount of scabs.
Imagine trying to do 25 scav kills on interchange with 20 people trying to, or 16 people in the raid all trying to kill scavs.
How is Streets gonna have 40 players?
I can't see it happening.
I mean, it's the biggest map, most players.
I can't see it happening.
I don't either, really. I mean, that's what they said. It would suck if they went back on their word.
I think that was the first time Battlestate Games found out that they were going to have 40 players on that map.
Like, what did he just say?
Yeah. We just said in the podcast that we were doing a map with 40 players. Someone's like, oh fuck.
I like Battle State, but I wish they were a bit more professional sometimes. We just had a better schedule, I guess.
Well, I had a bit of a chat with Nikita after I think one of the podcasts, and I was just like, you say you want to put out these patches every month. And if you want to put out a patch a month, you would have an idea what's in each of those patches. So why couldn't you just make a little image of a roadmap of everything you're putting out each month? And then you could just change it whenever you want, so people don't have to rely on someone like me to try and guess what the fuck you're planning to do.
Right. People like that stuff too. Yes. It gives you hype. It gives you something to look forward.
Use a Trello board for all I care. Just a project planner board and just make it public. It's like, this is when all the things are coming out. Actually, I might just do that myself. I might make a public Trello board and literally just say, go for Tarkov's development, and I'm just going to have little blocks, and it'll say Streets of Tarkov, and I'll be like, one day.
You know, they should maybe, Battle State, if you're listening, I don't know if you care, but you should look at how Star Citizen handles like dev posts and stuff. 'Cause they do a good, their website is very good for seeing what devs have to say.
Really? You just love that game, though.
I do love that game.
The best game ever for patch notes is Path of Exile. If they change a value by 0.001, it's in the patch notes.
I've never played that game, but that's nice.
It's an action RPG. But legit, their devs are amazing. They
Like, how many things each patch are, like, there's always something new that is just not in the patch notes.
But it's like when they change certain values that would be really nice to know before you do it. And it would just be a simple thing of one line of text in a patch notes document. Maybe that's the part of the beauty of Tarkov, is you just don't know what the fuck's going on. It's like that, you know, when you date someone, well, you know, we don't date people because we're gamers, but if you were to date someone and it's like an abusive relationship where they're just like stringing you along, and that's what Tarkov is right now.
God damn it.
So we just want more, but they just won't give us the whole lot. They won't commit to us.
Are you gonna watch the rocket launch?
What rocket launch?
There's a U.S. rocket launch. If you're into rockets.
Who's launching it? Tesla?
SpaceX, yeah, Tesla.
Oh, is this the first flight? Like, what do you call it? The travel to space thing? No, that's Virgin Galactic.
I'm not sure exactly what it is, but I think they're going to the space station.
Pretty cool. I found out yesterday that Pizza Hut delivered a pizza to the International Space Station. Cost them $1 million.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
The Pizza Hut sticker on it.
It'd be cold by the time we got there.
True.
I saw a player or a scav on the outside of that
I saw
building. And I was like, where's he going to come from? So what I usually do during this is actually explain all my door patterns, like why I'm doing each thing. I know we've been talking a lot around this shit, but that was what I was thinking when I saw him. Like, how do I get to this player? And then that was that raider that was sitting behind the truck in the middle, who I shot at, and then he just stood still.
That was nice.
That was pretty clean.
No. Is he even nade?
Yep. I don't know where these people come from half the time.
Yeah, me neither.
That's the problem with reserve. Just your typical player, Scav. Oh, God. You got any big YouTube videos coming up?
Oh, I uploaded a video yesterday, but it was in 30 FPS, because I don't know why. And so I deleted it. Now I need to re-render it. Nothing big, though. I don't know. I mean, probably not the web.
You never replied to me about how you got that SV98 video to get like 1 million views.
Oh, I didn't see that message.
It was a long time ago.
I don't know. I don't know.
It cut me deep. I wanted to know what you did.
I didn't see that message.
Dude, it like global trended. I don't even know if you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I remember the weird thing is like both my most viewed videos, like every most viewed video I have, I kind of like know they're gonna be good. I wasn't surprised that should be my most viewed video, I think, or one of them. And I just kind of knew it was good.
Yep.
And I think it was right at the beginning of a wipe too, or like around then. It was just when they added Scat Boss, I think, on customs, so there's kind of a lot of hype.
Your most disliked video is the one where you're like swimming in Tarkov or some shit.
There's that. There's one more undercover where I was pulling Gamma out of. I was teaming up with people. I was a hatchling in factory, teaming up with fully geared guys, pulling an MP7 out of my Gamma. People didn't like that.
No, look at this map. I traveled some distance in that raid. All right, there's
I avoid the.
Sorry,
there's train yard too.
There's about 15 seconds left. So Anton, thank you so much for hanging out and talking during this video, guys. If you haven't checked out Anton's stuff, he does some really entertaining YouTube videos and one of the most chilled people on Twitch. So definitely go give him a follow. And thank you, Anton. So guys, that is it. Another 5 plays. That one. I think we got 4 or 5 the raid before. If it was Anton, thank you so much, Anton. You should definitely check out his content. He's got a YouTube channel and Twitch channel, both really entertaining content. One of the most chilled people on Twitch as well. Guys, that is the finale. That is the last episode or raid episode of the raid series. But there will be a season 2, and after this video, I will be posting immediately after a like a finale video going over all the you know, the stats, the skills, what quests we did, talking about what I would change next season, and there will be a next season that will start pretty much 1 or 2 days after the wipe happens. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a lot of I'm actually excited to start it all over again. Strangely enough, but hopefully you guys got something out of this. Hopefully it was very entertaining, but it was also most importantly, it was informative, because the whole purpose of the raid series was to show that you don't have to play the game a lot. You can jump into a raid, and if you know what you're doing, you can actually get really far in this game. And yeah, so lastly, before I finish this up, make sure you go give whoever was commentating this episode some love. Really do appreciate them taking the time to help out. Make sure you like the video, and like any channel's video, really. If you enjoy the videos, you should definitely be helping spread the love through the YouTube algorithm by liking every single video that you actually do enjoy. It does make a big difference with discoverability. And guys, subscribe and hit the notification bell for future content, because there's going to be plenty of these coming out. There's going to be lots of guys coming out next wipe, and I'm really excited to share this. I want to go on a raid and get one more kill, but I won't. So guys, lastly guys, if you got any comments, feel free to hit me up in the comments below. Otherwise, hold any feedback for the next video. And lastly, I'll see you next time.